Good morning, Sunday, almost 9 a.m. We're gonna probably cook breakfast, then head out. Big cruise ship out. Other than that, certainly a lot fewer boats here. We didn't have any problems whatsoever coming in last night. We had the escort. It is a very different experience coming in here at night versus coming in the day. The big thing is the green dock there. As you're coming in, there's a red to port, green to starboard light on this building right here at the top. So you can kind of key into that, and then over here where this day marker is green. So you make sure you're inside of this little jetty here, and stay to the left. Stay so have this on your port side as you come in. Meet the harbor patrol out here. Generally, you know, these guys are like standing by during the day and stuff, but coming in at night, I'll give them a call and I'll request an assist as well, so that rather than trying to hunt and use a flashlight trying to find these numbers, which, you know, I guess is doable if you have a crew holding the flashlight, but trying to do that single-handed, especially if you're not familiar with which row is which off the top of your head, can add to the stress level. So the harbor patrol came and they actually offered, when I asked them for the slip over the radio, they're like, would you like an assist? So we had the option of either just going to the radio, just getting our mooring assignment over the radio, or getting an assist and having someone come out in person. So we opted for the assist. Took a little bit of the stress off of going exactly right to our mooring. So we just followed the harbor patrol. And then from there, the visibility on this black wand, you know, he had some lights and stuff like that. And I also had people on the foredeck. So I had to just kind of keep an eye out and ask people to move so I could, you know, have clear view to the wand, and then pulled it up. And we did have 7 or 8 knots of almost a tailwind coming. So that's always a lot harder, because you always do the bow pickup first, put the bow on, and then run the sand line back to the stern. And if you don't do that quickly, and this was what I was concerned about, if you don't do that quickly, you know, the boat will continue to go forward. If I put it in reverse, the stern likes to walk this way with prop walk, and then that wind would just push us down, and you wouldn't be able to pull the sand line and overpower it very easily. Larger the boat, the harder it is to do that. So we actually we got on the pin well, and David and Andy did a great job with the bow, getting the wand, running the sand line and everything. So flawless execution from beginning to end at night in the dark, which was great. So we were ready to celebrate and have a beer after that. So if you do come to Avalon at night, definitely ask for an assist. They'll be glad to give you one. Usually I don't need assists at night. I certainly wouldn't turn one away, but if I'm solo, a lot of times at mooring, I'll ask anyways. They'd rather help you than have you tied up around the mooring. So these guys have all been pretty cool as far as helping out when you ask for it. Biggest challenge is if you come here and it's like a busy summer day and they're super busy, you might be waiting around a little bit longer, but you know, not November 18th in the middle of November. All right, contact. -1 drone. You're off. Dude, nice move. All right, another round of cooking with Keel Dragger. It's going to be similar to the other breakfast ensemble. We're going to have maple bacon, sausage, eggs, some cheese, tortillas, so we'll make some breakfast burritos again. All right, a little Trader Joe's sauce on the top, and there we go. About 12 till. So between Friday and yesterday, we did 165 nautical miles, and most of that was non-stop motoring. We did shut the motor off for what, an hour or two, maybe a couple hours last night. Had some nice sailing before the wind shut off. Red flag up there means it's a small craft advisory. Other places they have gale warnings, maybe a gale warning tomorrow. There's going to be some northeast. The Harbor Patrol actually said that they were going to probably ask people to bug out, that it's going to get rough in here tomorrow. So we're going to be headed this way. We actually are leaving a little bit later. Normally you're supposed to leave. We've got approval, permission to stay here till 10 a.m. We actually want to stay longer to get more wind, just because we want to do some sailing on this adventure, and we've done a lot of motoring to date. So we're like, let's just go for it. Let's send it. Let's wait till 10 till the wind starts coming up. So when we woke up, there's a slight onshore breeze coming from the harbor behind us, and now it's turning. It's kind of in front of us, which is good. I can feel it. So there's definitely a little bit of air moving, and we may feel a little bit more as we get out there. It's not going to be super windy. I don't think we're going to see over 10 or 15. So we're going to start off with full canvas with the 135 Genoa. And if at some point we get overpowered or whatever, we'll switch to the staysail and just run with that. We're not going to reef the main yet either. So whatever we need to do, we'll take care of it as we're going underway. Right now, I'm pretty excited about the sail back, that we're going to do some real sailing here. Should be fun, and hopefully we'll get some good footage. So since we got a little bit of cross breeze, what we'll probably do is we'll probably drop the bow and the stern about the same time. Bow will come off first, maybe by a few seconds, then we'll drop the stern. Check that sand line to make sure that it's clear so we don't get propped. And I'll probably back up a little bit, which will likely push our stern this way a little bit, and then we'll come out in between this pin here and that mooring, and we'll be on our way. We've did a little bit of a walkthrough to make sure all the lines are okay for sailing, so everything's in order there. We've got the main ready to deploy. As soon as we get out, as soon as we get clear, we can do some sailing. Most of the big heavy items are put away, so hopefully not too much projectile action there. So engine's running, everything's nominal on the gauges, so everything's looking good so far with the engine, and we're just waiting for Andy to get the hell up here so we can shove off. I already see some white caps out here. We're going to be overpowered with this 135. We'll see. Adios, Avalon. Adios. We've got several boats anchored out here. You got that power boat, then I see two sailboats in front of Descanso, and then this sailboat here right to our port. And we're seeing about 15 apparent right now. These guys are anchored, and it's going to get worse today with the small craft advisory. If we were smart, and by smart I mean we should. I think we should put a reef in the main now.
Let's do it.
So, you guys want to throw in a single or a double?
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to slow down because
What's the forecast for wind?
Pain.
Double.
We're already seeing 15 now. It's going to get stronger, I think. We could see 20. We should go ahead and reef the main now.
All right.
Rather than do it when it's 20. So we'll go ahead and send some fool up there on deck grab a tether if you need one. I'm gonna keep her just kind of going slow off the wind so we get reefed. Out of an abundance of caution, we're gonna go ahead and reef this sucker. So Andy's gonna reef.
Okay, this zipper here?
Yeah, if you need to pull, if you don't unzip it all the way, it'll be easier to zip back up.
Yeah, I got you on that.
And I'll come with you.
This, you're looking for the...
And then there's 3 reefs on this, but
Yeah.
the 3rd reef we cannot rig the way we're set up. The 2nd reef,
Okay, one, here's first reef. You want second reef?
the 2nd reef if we can get it. But you may have to fight the sail. Is that it right there?
It is.
Right here on this side?
But it's gonna be this side, right?
I don't know, is it?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be.
It's gonna be this side right here. Right
Okay,
here.
Okay, you're right.
Okay. Now where's the hook at?
It's right here.
Yeah. So there's the hook right down there.
Yes.
So he's gonna get that.
I'm trying to fold this.
So this is a really kind of heavy sail too. So this is. Now there's other ways we could do this a little easier, but I can't think of anything easier than delegating to crew. But we do this before we get into the.
There you go. That's on.
Brilliant. Now go ahead and zip that up, and then double check the halyard. Halyard is not clear.
Okay.
So when you clear it, David, be prepared to pull a little bit of halyard in, just so when he clears it, it doesn't come back on us. Give him a little slack for a sec. Now you're still dirty. Give him a little. Okay, you're clear. Now go ahead and pull it up a little bit. You pull it up a couple feet if you want even.
There you go.
All right, let's hold it there for a moment. Now, this red line. You see that red line there?
Yeah.
That's gonna be your 2nd reef for your clue.
Yeah.
Pull that red line in and pull it tight. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Just pull a hand tight for, okay, now let some main sheet off. And you can take that, yeah, you're good. Just make sure the main sheet's loose. And then, is the main sheet loose?
Yeah, it's loose.
Okay, now let's, go ahead and pull the topping lift up. More. A little bit more. Got it? Okay. Does that clip down the topping lift? Now pull that red line in. Wrap it around that second wind. Yeah. Pull that tight. Tizite.
Tighter than a witch's tit.
Don't overdo it though, because
Okay.
let's go ahead and do a little more. Okay, how tight's that feel?
It's
Pretty tight?
Yeah.
We're good. Okay.
like that.
So now the clue's tight. Now leave the main sheet open and go ahead and start raising. Keep it rolling.
Electric wind.
And if you do this right, you should have a perfect double reef in.
As long as that dog bone's on the right side of the sail.
No, it's correct.
I know, I'm joking.
Stop. Pull that red line in more. Hang on. Now drop the topping lift slowly. This red, okay, this red line needs to come in more.
You jump with the reef? Red line needs
Yep. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Now give me some main sheet, pull her in. You can take the halyard off the winch and then pull that in a little. Now give me a little tightness on that. You want, just do a little love tap with the power winch, but don't overdo it. That's good. Now let's take a look at it. That looks real good, guys. That's perfect. Okay, now we're double reefed. Now we're not gonna have enough wind for double reefed, but whatever, screw it. We'll put out too much head sail to compensate for it. Now, we're gonna do a port tack, which means we're gonna set up for starboard here. So you're gonna go ahead and let this sheet loose on the port side. Take it out the drum and move that, move your lazy jack thing. That's gonna get caught. I would just take it off the, yeah, just set it away from the lines where it's not gonna get tangled. You can put it back by me if you want. Or if you want to clip in, however you want to clip in, but I don't want it. We may need this later. The furling line is over by you, Andy, so let's pull that out and then pull the hand it to me, and then let's go ahead and pull the rope clutch forward and the spin lock. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, David, if you can watch forward and just yell when we hit that kind of second piece of tape. We'll start with the furled head sail. And then Andy, if you're ready, you got the winch handle ready to go, Andy?
Where's it at?
You'll need it. David had it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting her on the wind, guys.
Tell me, you're in control of how much comes out, or do you already?
Yeah, and David, you're watching, right?
Yeah.
And watch your sheet and pull this a little bit of slack out of it, and just kind of watch it so it doesn't get wrapped, around the dinghy. I got this. Just go ahead and do your thing. You may want to go ahead and put another wrap or two around that. Okay, are we out to the first tape yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lock it?
Yeah, lock it. So now we're reefed on the head sail on the 135. So we're rigging for heavy weather there. Watch it. I think you're on the, watch your, you don't want to be on the shrouds. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull since we're left, and we're going to go ahead and get on the wind. So be ready to maybe winch.
Okay.
We're at 30 degrees. You can go ahead and sheet her in a little bit more. And let's get her nice and flat. We can take her a little bit more. We're not gonna have very good sail shape. Keep her coming. Keep her coming. Stop. That's about as far as I think we're gonna wanna go. Okay. That tape kind of, that sail stretched out a little bit on the reef. Now, one thing, well, we're good. Let's cut the engine here.
For reef head sail.
Okay, what do we got? 16.9. And we're running at about what, 37 degrees. If we get this wind, we can run pretty high. Now, if we start getting overpowered a little bit, we got a few tools in our bag. If we get too much weather helm, we're getting pulled over. We're already reefed, so we're not gonna do anything else with the mainsail. Head sail, obviously we can furl and go with the staysail, and we keep the staysail in. But I like the speed that we're making. The other thing we can do to balance stuff out a little bit is we can drop this traveler. So I put the traveler, you know, up a little bit just because I wanted to try and keep it centered. And actually, I would say for right now, I feel good about how we're dialed in. So I would say we go ahead and just keep stuff dialed in. Go ahead and pull that winch handle out, and we'll just get it out of the way. Just put it back in the pocket. We'll be ready for it if we need it. That blue line over there, if we drop the traveler, you'll need to pull that in. So you probably want to just have it clean, and hanging down right there is perfect. But I mean, this is what I call balls deep sailing. See, if we get on our ear a little bit, this is where we start to think about maybe changing sail configuration. If we were dialed in a little bit better with the head sail and stuff, we get a little better speed. 6.2, 6.3 is nothing to write home about. All the hatches are secured. Port lights, hatches, everything should be secured. Yeah, the head I closed unless someone opened it, we're good. Alright, we're good. Yeah, I think a dummy check would be good. Well, there's at least two. I want to push. What I call sailing. Woo! Look at this.
I would say we are balls out. Balls out to San Pedro, baby.
That's right. David he'll do a slow release, and it should come down. Keep her coming. Yeah. Another couple inches, and I'd say alright, let's try that. Let's lock her in. Nice. That doesn't feel like that made any difference at all. We can drop it a little bit more if we need to. Do you want to see if you can pull just a little bit more of the main sheet in? Just do a little crank on it. One. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say do one more wrap. Okay. Keep her going. Keep her going. Alright, that's good. And then if you want want to drop that traveler about another 3 inches or so. So whatever, that looks good. We can try that. Catalina jet over here almost has a rooster tail coming out the back. Just drop the traveler a little bit more. Now we're seeing, all right, we were seeing 7.6, 7.7 there pretty consistently. Now it's bouncing around a little bit. So we may wind up going to the staysail at some point, but for right now, if the air gets any heavier, I think we'll go for the staysail and furl up the head sail. But as long as, like for right now, this is pretty good. If anything, what do we got, like another 4 inches on the traveler if we want to drop it more? I'd say go ahead and let's go ahead and drop the traveler all the way down. Speed's pretty good now. 7.7, 7.8, whatever. Not bad. So we're mostly north of 7.5 knots. Kind of bounces up and down a little bit as we get the waves. Every once in a while we get a little puff or a little bit of a gust. And I'm seeing about 18 to 19 true at the moment. Got the traveler dropped, and we're a little furled on the head sail. We can furl the head sail a little bit more. We lose shape. Maybe we can screw around with that, or we just this actually feels pretty good, even though we could do a little bit more to put the boat on her feet. And I did notice we were seeing more like 17 or so. And now that we're like between 18 and 19, we start seeing closer to 20 for sure. We'll go in with the staysail, but I mean, oh, getting sprayed a little. Something floating with like bird on it, some kind of a bag.
Is there a bunch of weed there?
Probably a bunch of weed in there.
Weed and cocaine in there?
Yeah. So what we're gonna do when we sheet up this head sail is you're gonna have to let off this, and that I'm gonna bring it up to the point of where we're kind of almost luffing, and then you're gonna have to let this sheet off off the winch, and then you'll have to watch, you know, the tension here, and then this furling line is gonna be too hard to take in by hand. Okay, so go ahead and clear the power winch in the middle.
Okay.
Just so you got that clear.
Yeah.
And then this is the furling line. And then what you're going to do is I'm trying to see. Sometimes what I do is I wrap it around this blue one.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to take this off. You're going to have to take off your sheet in order to get the furling line. Sometimes I'll wrap around this one once and then around that one again. You follow me?
Yeah, but that would have to be off.
Exactly. You can throw that anyways though.
Okay.
But it's gonna luff like a sumbitch.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
So make sure all your lines are clear. Move your tether. Sorry. Bleeping tether. Here, hand that to me, that tether. Let's, like, get it off all the lines. Now, when you're ready to throw on this, don't do it just yet, but get ready. You're gonna need both your hands,
I'm
so
gonna put this over there.
quit taking pictures.
You're the one who's talking.
Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. Hang on.
I was gonna say, are we supposed to come up on the wind?
Yeah, I was like, hey, why are we not changing position here?
I did that the other night, but it was like I grabbed it and I pressed the button and it wasn't the right button at all.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, put that on, start pulling it. Put it around there. You're gonna have to wrap it like several times. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. David, you can yell when he gets a little closer. Keep her coming. Okay. I'm gonna take her down now.
Hold that sheet.
Hang on.
Alright.
Okay, how are we doing?
You're just about ready to start looping.
Yeah, you're good. Keep her coming. Keep her going. Keep her going. Keep her going. Stop. Okay, go ahead and take that off, and then go ahead and wrap these around the winches, and then let's get ready to deploy the staysail. Staysail, first thing, David, to your port. You're gonna have to get the furling line. Hang on.
Yeah, no,
It's all good. All right, and then go ahead and pull the spin lock all the way forward. All right, Andy, go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and take us down. Keep it, yeah, sheet it in. Hang on, look and see what it's doing. Does it come in more or not? All right, well, bring it in.
I mean, just a little. It's on that stay. That's why I was going. That's why I was going.
Okay.
All right, you're off the stay.
Pull her up now. Just a hair. Lift yours up, Andy. There you go. Making David work.
I ain't doing anything.
No, you're good. I'm just saying it. Okay, that's good, David. That's good. All right, now it's 11:30, and we've got the staysail and second reef in the main right now. And now the boat is happily on its feet, and we slowed down quite a bit. So now we're doing, 5.6 knots or so. We're a little bit further down, so instead of sailing closer to 50, we're at about 60 apparent wind. I don't want to take it up too much higher than that. We can't really point super well with the small canvas out, but we're not, we didn't have to drop so far that we're like way off course. Justice here, guys.
They never do, and they are big. And close period on the beam.
Yeah, these waves are pretty tight together. miles at this point. We're still cruising along. Water on the decks. Woo! There's a good one. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a gust, but we're getting a little bit of a header. So that's that staysail started to luff a little bit. That's what's going on. I've actually been able to fly a little higher course here, which is good. We can drop down. As we get a little bit closer, we'll actually drop down. We can kind of sail right into it. So we've come full circle now. We got a shout out from the California Duke on the way out. Now as we're coming back in, there's the California Duke right off our beat. 20 after 1, we've got quarter miles left. See Angel's Gate pretty clearly. So we have great visibility all day. When we get to about maybe 2 miles or a little bit less than that, I'll start the engine up, start warming it up. And then we'll just shoot for the gate here, then we'll start putting our sails. To get an idea of the waves that are still here, you can see the fishing boat there. These guys are at anchor in about 100 feet of water. So we're just about to enter Angel's Gate here. Some guy's got his lobster traps or buoys or hoops, whatever you want to call them, about a third of the way across the entrance.
Okay, so check this out. It's like a freaking nuclear bomb went off in here. This doesn't look so bad. We took most of the stuff down from there. All of this was up there. It's all crazy.
Look at this trimaran just zooming through here.